On today's Growth Point, I'd like to talk with you about 5 steps toward great victories in ministry. These are some steps that God has blessed in the ministry of Lancaster Baptist Church, and I trust will be blessed in your life as well. You know, as I sit here on a Saturday afternoon, I'm getting ready to perform a wedding ceremony. We had a funeral earlier this morning, been finalizing the messages for tomorrow. We had an earthquake in California last night. And so a lot of excitement, a lot of challenges, a lot of trials. But tomorrow morning and tomorrow night, we're going to have the privilege of giving what we're calling our Renew offering. And this is a great opportunity for our church to implement biblical principles and practices in our lives. And 5 of the things that we've been emphasizing, 5 of the steps towards this special event, I thought I would share with you today. First and foremost is the characteristic of faith. The Bible says without faith it's impossible to please God. And when we consider the project before us, the largest building we've ever built on this campus, in a time where there's not a lot of natural momentum in the economy, and really spiritually in America, not a lot of great momentum, so to speak. But God wants us to believe not in momentum or in the moment. He wants us to believe in Him. And He is a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. And so we must begin in faith if we intend to capture the attention of God. And then after faith, I think we must come down to the emphasis of work. And when it comes to faith, God has taught us to have a faith that works. Now, the work might involve study and prayer and communication and testimonies of the members and effective video presentation. There's a lot of ways we can do the work. I think of our theme verse here at Lancaster Baptist Church, striving together for the faith of the gospel. And the word striving together comes from a compound Greek word sunathaleo, which speaks of working together at the same time with one another. That's been my passion for our local church. It's been my passion for Bible-believing Baptist pastors across the country, that there would be more of this spirit of striving together, especially amongst our unaffiliated Baptist churches, that though we're independent in the autonomous identity that we have as a local church, that we would be more striving together for the sake of missions and church planting and just working toward that end. And so we start with faith, and then we continue with a faith that works together with God's people. And then from that point, we must develop a proper plan, a plan for the work. And whether it's the sermon planning, the calendar planning, the testimony planning, there's a lot of planning that goes into great victories. And then we must have the discipline to fulfill the plan and to follow through on the work. It can't be just a quick burst out the gate. There's got to be a sustained discipline day by day. The average man's problem is not a lack of organization. It's normally a lack of discipline. And so we start with faith, and we have the element of work. We develop the right plan. We are disciplined to the plan. And let me give you 1 or 2 other thoughts. Then follow through with measuring or measurement of the plan. Have some predetermined checkpoints where you step back with yourself, with your staff, and where you review and you make adjustment for the event that you're asking God to bless. Be a wise steward along that process to measure where you're at. And for us, we've had home fellowships, and we've tried to measure how many of our members attended, and we've had special presentations of the need for the Student Commons building, this large building that has a 3-wide gymnasium, a restaurant, all kinds of fellowship space for college students, locker rooms, all of these things. We've been trying to communicate how that this building affects our Spanish ministry, our children's ministry, our college ministry, and we want to make sure we do the best we can. And so that takes a measurement philosophy along the way. And so I would just encourage you to take these 5 thoughts of faith, work, planning, and then of course having with your planning the proper amount of discipline to follow through on the plan, and then being willing to measure yourself along the way. And I just think today of the feeling. I'm sure tonight I'll be a little restless, but I truly believe God has something great for tomorrow. I'm restless because I'm so excited to see what God will do, because I truly believe that He's going to honor the faith of our members. And I pray that whatever your ministry is, if it's a Sunday school class, a bus route, a pastorate, a missions work, I just pray that you would be encouraged to step out by faith, to plan your plan, work your plan, measure your plan, believe in God, and let Him do the mighty things He wants to do for you. Busy? Yes. What a day today. What a day tomorrow. And right into next week. But blessed beyond measure. It's a blessing to strive together with God's people and to do so with the spirit of faith. Have a great day.